Okay, so on the 21st of February this year, it was the Legend of Zelda's 35th anniversary. And so seeing as Nintendo did so much to celebrate Mario's 35th anniversary, everyone was expecting Nintendo to announce something insane to celebrate the series. But Nintendo didn't even say a word to acknowledge Zelda's 35th anniversary. And so in this video, I'm going to be talking about when I think Nintendo will celebrate Zelda's 35th anniversary, and I'll also be going over some stuff that I would like to see announced in a Zelda-themed direct, that hopefully happens sooner or later. And before that said, let's start the video. Alright, so to start the video off, we've got to go way back to the 21st of February in 1986. The Legend of Zelda just released in Japan, which led to the birth of one of the best video game series of all time. But anyways, what I think a lot of people don't know is that the original Legend of Zelda game released on the 22nd of August in 1987 in the US, and released on the 27th of November in the same year for just about everywhere else in the world. So Japan got the game a little over a year and a half earlier than everyone else did, and so Nintendo could simply be waiting for the 35th anniversary of when The Legend of Zelda launched in the US or in any other country before they celebrate Zelda's 35th anniversary. I do doubt this is the reason as to why we haven't gotten a Zelda Direct yet though, but it could be a reason as to why we've only gotten a fucking HD remake of Skyward Sword that doesn't even look that much better than it did on the Wii, that no one asked for. Now moving on to what I think is the real reason as to why we haven't gotten a Zelda Direct yet. So, it's technically the 35th anniversary of The Legend of Zelda until the 20th of February next year, as an anniversary isn't necessarily just a singular day, and so I don't think people need to be so worried that Nintendo have forgotten the anniversary of the franchise. It's just a matter of time before we do get a Zelda-themed Nintendo Direct that is full of announcements, as for one, Nintendo did it for Mario, so I don't see why they wouldn't do it for Zelda, as the Zelda franchise is their second most popular franchise, and for two, so to sum it up, we're going to get a Zelda-themed Direct before the 20th of February in 2022 without a doubt. And so now that I've spoken about when we'll get this Direct, I'm going to talk about what I think will actually get announced in this Direct, and what I personally hope we get in celebration of Zelda's 35th anniversary. First things first, I'm going to talk about what I think will be announced in the Zelda Direct. And so to start us off, we've got Breath of the Wild 2 gameplay and information. In the most recent Nintendo Direct, Eiji Aonuma, who is the producer of the Legend of Zelda series, confirmed that more information on the game would be shared later in the year. So it's safe to say that we will be getting a release date for Breath of the Wild 2, and seeing as this game has been in development for nearly 2 years now, I'd expect to see a cinematic trailer for the game and some rough gameplay. I think we all know that we're definitely going to get a Zelda All-Stars collection, much like how we got a Mario All-Stars collection in celebration of Mario's 35th anniversary. Now, I really hope that this collection isn't just a dogshit lazy port of the first 3 Zelda games, and that instead all the problems with those games are fixed, and that these games actually look good. But considering how fucking lazy Nintendo have been with their ports in recent years, I really doubt that we'll get a good Zelda All-Stars collection. Moving on to what I personally want to see in the Zelda Directs. And obviously the number one thing that I want to see is a good chunk of Breath of the Wild 2 gameplay. And along with that, a release date would be nice, just so that I can start counting down the sleeps till I get to play the game. As I said earlier, I think we're definitely gonna get an All-Stars game that features the first 3 Zelda games, much like how we got the Mario All-Stars collection. However, the Zelda All-Stars collection will probably be a shitty port of the first 3 Zelda games. But obviously, I don't want a shitty port, and instead, I think everyone would be much happier if they were to actually graphically improve whatever games they pick for the collection. And while we're on the topic of an All-Stars collection, the 3 games that I would like to see are A Link Between Worlds, as I reckon it's the most underrated Zelda game, Ocarina of Time, as it's just an awesome game, and Oracle of Ages and Seasons, as it's never been remade. The final 2 things that I want to see in these Zelda-themed Direct aren't really the most hype things, and so I won't really be upset if they aren't announced. But anyways, I'd love to see some new Legend of Zelda amiibo. I don't really care whether this is a brand new Zelda collection of amiibo, or if it's just 1 or 2 new amiibo to go along with Breath of the Wild 2. I'll just be happy that we're getting some new Zelda amiibo. And the final thing that I would like to see in the Zelda Direct is, believe it or not, the Legend of Zelda themed shoes. If Mario can get a shoe deal with Puma, then Link can as well. And now, would I actually buy these shoes? Probably not. But would it be cool that Link got his own shoes? Fuck yeah, it would be. And with all that said, it's just about the end of the video. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe to the channel for more Nintendo content, and yeah, thanks for watching.